Hello guys, this is the Rank Gamer 06. How's everyone doing today? Today's October 1st. This is it, guys. And I've been mentioning this several times, that I'm going to do a lot of scary stuff this month, and it's now here. I'm excited. Uh, Now, if you're new to my channel, subscribe to my channel. It does help me out a lot. Please give this video a thumbs up. Now, as you can see on the title, yes, I am going to show off my Resident Evil collection. I'm excited to do this. I'm a huge Resident Evil fan since the 90s. As you can see, I'm wearing my Resident Evil shirt. It says, "What the home of Umbrella Corp." So, yes. BigBadTorture.com. I'll be sure to put a link down so y'all get this shirt. It's really neat. I love this shirt. But I'll put a link down in the description box so y'all get you a shirt or any other Resident Evil merchandise. So before I begin, I am going to start. I got it on the table right here. Y'all can't see it, uh, but I am going to start with the video game 'cause that's what started all, and then I'll go with like the movies and whatnot. Uh, but before I begin, just a little something I want to tell you guys. Now, I used to own a little bit more games, but I got rid of them, and those were Resident Evil Director's Cut, Resident Evil 3 for the PS1, Resident Evil 2 for the N64. That was actually my first Resident Evil game that I owned. And then I had Original Survivor, PS1, and then on the PS2 I had Dead Aim. And then I had Original 4 for the GameCube. But sadly, I got rid of them. That was years ago. That was before I even thought about doing this YouTube channel. So I look back now and I wish I kept it. But I just want you to know that I did play those games. I never played the original Resident Evil that came out in '96. For those who know the history, Resident Evil has been around since '96. It blew everybody's mind. It blew my mind. And Resident Evil is what got me into survival horror. So it's Resident Evil means a lot to me. It holds a special place in my heart. So yeah, and Resident Evil 2 was the first game I saw scare the crap out of me. I just want to tell you a little story. I know y'all are eager to see my collection. I will get to it. Just a little story. By the way, I have my fan on in case my hall is blowing. If that fan is bugging you, please let me know and I'll turn it off because it does get a little warm in here in my office. So y'all can't see it, but the fan's behind me. But if it's bugging you, like if it's loud to you guys, please let me know and I'll be happy to turn it off. No biggie. So anyway, how I discovered Resident Evil was I remember it was me and my brother. We were spending the night at my grandma's house, and my uncle came over. He worked night shift, and he had come over. I don't know if he ran or if he bought it, but he came home and he had Resident Evil 2 for the PS1 in his hand. Now this was back in the '90s, and now I've heard of it. My brother bought a William Bergen action figure, and I kind of knew what it was about. Like, I knew it was about monsters. But see, at the time, we didn't have a PlayStation, so I couldn't play. So therefore, I didn't care much about it. Because all we had was a, a Super Nintendo, Game Boy Color, and a Nintendo 64. But anyway, he had come home, and I remember it was thundering that night, and me and my brother were like huddled up. We were watching him play the game. If you guys play the game, the original Resident Evil 2, which came out in '98. Uh, if you remember the part where you go into the STARS office you read Chris's Day. Now this is like if you put the A mission, I think, because he was playing Leon A, and you get that unicorn medallion. You got to run back. When you come back to that one hallway, the brick windows, those zombie arms popped out. That we all jumped at the same time. That was good memories right there. Good memories. Right then and there, I fell in love with the series. I would never thought a game would scare me like that. So I fell in love with it. So and now 25 years later, I still love the series. So and now it's October and I'm here to show my collection. So let's begin. And I'm gonna try to start from oldest to newest if I can. And I just for years. I think I bought this when I was still in high school. Now I was lucky to get it when it was still cheap. Resident Evil 2 for the GameCube. Now you can tell by the cover, it is the original, like on the PS1. Here's the spine in the back. Now I bought this at a GameStop, but at the time it was called EB Games, and they had for like $40, and I had to get it. Right now, this is very rare, so good luck getting this. I mean, on eBay, they're selling it for like hundreds of dollars. So, yeah. And I read the back. It says Capcom. That's a company, by the way, that made the series. It's Mature. Uh, I just realized. I'm sorry. I had a sticker on here. I don't know why I never took it off. Anyway, it says Capcom presents the sequel to the Ultimate Survival Horror series with Resident Evil 2 for the Nintendo GameCube system. In Chapter 1, the case of the disastrous T-virus outbreak, a mutagen toxin for biological weapon use, was eventually closed, but the experiments were far from over. Now a new virus runs rampant, control the destiny of Leon Kennedy and Claire Redfield as their nightmare begins when a new disaster unleashes itself in Raccoon City. Can you survive the horror? Two separate adventures play as Leon or Claire in all-out struggle for survival, loaded with hidden items and vital information about the Resident Evil saga. Uh, discover hidden game modes, the panic struck fourth survivor mode, or as a hidden character tofu. Adjust the intensity of the game according to player skill and experience. If the suspense doesn't kill you, something else will. And if you look here at the inside, and it's one disc. Now I remember the PS1 was two discs. It was a Leon disc and a Claire disc. So let's look in the back. And one thing I forgot to mention, the N64 of Resident Evil 2, like I said, my first game that I owned, uh, you could change the blood color, and that's what made the game unique. I think that's the only version where you could change the blood color. It was like green or blue. It was really cool. But anyway, here's the cover and the back. And it's got the website, www.residentevil.com. Uh, yeah, like I said, Resident Evil 2 was the first game I played. Uh, and that's why I think it's my favorite one out of the whole series. I just love Resident Evil 2. It's really good. I love the story, all the characters. And speaking of characters, here they are. You got Leon, Claire, Ada, and Sherry. And I've to mention, me and my brother used to collect Resident Evil action figure. We had all of them too. I had Leon, and my brother had Claire. We got Chris, Hunk, Ada, Tyrant, Mr. X, William Birkin, Zombies, Hunter. We had every action figure. Sadly, I don't have them anymore. I don't know where they're at. Uh, I think my brother has them, or I might have some part in the garage. What's very unique about Resident Evil 2, like I said, you can either pick Leon or Claire, and they have their own scenarios. And I love how they connect. It's really cool. It's kind of similar to the first game, where you could play as either Jill or Chris. But now the little difference in that game is Chris is kind of like a hard mode, and what I mean by that is, well, not necessarily a hard mode, but he only gets 6 inventory space, and that's it. If you're Jill, you get 8. And if you play as Jill, you already start out with a handgun, while Chris you don't. And this is how you say, by the way, ink ribbon. And you see a typewriter. As long as you have ink ribbons, you can say at a typewriter. For those who are new to the game. And the second mission will be considered like the B scenario. That's when you encounter Mr. X. So it's a little bit different. Items are in like different places, so it's really cool. Really good replay value in this one. Got your notes. And then the strategy guide. And actually, I used to have a Resident Evil 2 strategy guide way back when I was in middle school. And it was fun because I never owned the game, but I was already a huge fan. I was becoming a fan. And I remember at recess at school, I would get it out and I'll just read it from word to word and look at the pictures. Yeah, it was nice. I think I traded for something else. And right here it says, before the mansion, before the disaster, Evil is born. Resident Evil 0 for the GameCube and Resident Evil Remake. And then you got Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, which is also on the GameCube as well. You have your books. I don't have these books, but I do want to get them and read them. And then Capcom support. And this came out 2002, but it originally came out in '98 and on the PS1, but the GameCube version came out 2002. I don't know when the N64 came out. Yeah, so I'm definitely keeping this because one, it's my favorite Resident Evil game out of the whole series, and plus this version, the GameCube is very rare. So I'm glad I did not get rid of this one. So, and like I was saying, uh, Resident Evil 3 on also came from the GameCube. Well, guess what? I got it. And yes, I used to own this for the PS1. Again, I sold it. The PS1, see, I got that and Director's Cut uh, for Christmas when I was a kid. And it was so cool because I even had the strategy guide with it. And I remember the PS1 version of this, it came with Dino Crisis demo. So here's the side and the back. And once again, Jill returned. She was one of the main protagonists in the first game. Again, this is Capcom, mature for blood and gore and violence. This came out 2003 3, a year later after Resident Evil 2, the GameCube version. Now, just like Resident Evil 2, it's the exact same game that you saw on PS1. As far as I know, there's no graphic changes, I don't think. Now, in the first two games where you can pick two different characters, well, in this one, you're only Jill. And I remember when I first put on the PS1, I remember playing that. I was kind of disappointed. Nothing against Jill. Jill's a good character. I love her, and she's a good character. But I was kind of disappointed that we get to choose. I'm like, okay, so it's more linear. But when I first encountered Nemesis, oh yeah, it was terrifying. I mean, I remember being terrified playing because I never know when he's gonna pop up. It was random. I remember being scared. My hand would be sweaty. Good memories. Now, and I'll read it back. It says it's in your blood. A month and a half have passed since the Mansion Lab incident, but the secrets come back to haunt you. In the next terrifying chapter in the Resident Evil series for the Nintendo GameCube system, join Jill Valentine in her attempt to escape a nightmare city in ruins, trapped. Help her flee from hordes of flesh-eating zombies, hideous mutants, and a relentless new nemesis. You'll soon discover that you must rely on cunning and brute force to stay alive. It's even more horrifying than you ever imagined. More zombies, more terror, more evil. New defensive moves to avoid enemy attacks. Face terrifying mutations stalking the streets of Raccoon City. More details on Umbrella Corporation devious activities revealed. Uh, I felt the graphics did improve from Resident Evil 2 because it had more detail on the characters and whatnot. Uh, Here's the inside. And as you can see, I have my memory card. I always loved the GameCube disc. It's always shiny. Really nice. Here's the back. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, when I mentioned I had a strategy guide, it came with a huge poster, which I wish I kept it, but I think it ripped when I was moving, so I threw it away. But I had it like on my wall. It was kind of on my ceiling. I remember looking at it at night on my bed. But anyway, so here's the manual. Again, it's like a warning, seizures and whatnot. Your contents. New features. What makes this game unique? It's got a new dodge. You couldn't do that in the first two. Give it a middle, you can actually dodge if you time it right. You can dodge the enemy, and it's really cool. Like you do, like uh, Jill will get on her one knee. You can still fire your gun. It's really cool, and there are throughout the game, you have what's called life select. You have choice throughout the game, like different paths you can take. If you guys want to read this, please feel free to pause it. Uh, like, for example, when you first meet Nemesis, uh, because you meet him in front of the police station. Yes, you do revisit the police station from part two, but when you first meet him, you have a choice between fighting him or retreat to the police station. So it's really neat, and depending the choices, you might meet characters in different spots, different dialogue. So it does have some really good replay value. There's Carlos. You do play as Carlos at one point in the game. So, and like your basic actions. I remember, I mean, I did like this game when I first played it, but I remember I was kind of iffy about it because, it didn't really feel like, I mean, it felt like a original game, of course, but I just didn't like the idea of being chased all the time because I will panic and I will miss items. It was just like, come on, because I'm all about, exploring and everything. And Nemesis would not let you do that. Yeah, right here I was telling you about life selection. You have your map, you collect files. Saving, like say, ink ribbon. Now, if you're watching this a little later, uh, feel free to pause it and read it. Okay, yeah. When I was young, when I first got this game, I wrote the puzzle solution in my notes. Come to think of it, I do have Resident Evil 3 strategy guide and I think, but I cannot find it. But I do have the strategy guide to it. And once again, you got Resident Evil Zero and Resident Evil. And now, on to the next game. Now, I said I used to have this on the PS or the GameCube, Resident Evil 4, but I have the PS2 version. The GameCube was really neat. I remember I got it as a birthday gift. I bought this on eBay. It's greatest hits. Here's the spine and the back. And it says this came out 2005. I think the GameCube version came out 04. Uh, Between this and the GameCube, I think the GameCube has better graphics because I noticed in this one the the graphics seems a little bit darker. I noticed, but let me read the back. Here's the back, and of course Capcom for sure. It says Resident Evil reinvented. As U.S. Agent Leon Kennedy looks into the abduction of the president's daughter, his investigation leads to a mysterious location in Europe. Encountering unimaginable horrors, he must find out what's behind the terror. Experience the thrill a minute Resident Evil 4. Now the smash hit award-winning game delivers exciting new gameplay and bonus features exclusive to the PlayStation 2 computer entertainment system. New chapters play as Ada Wong in separate ways. 5 terrifying adrenaline pumping missions that reveal additional horrific surprises. New weapons including the PRL 412 laser cannon and the gunpowder bone gun. New unlockable costumes for Leon and Ashley. Supports progression scan, 16:9 widescreen, and Dolby Pro Logic 2. Unsurpassed visuals and with breathtaking 3D graphics and effects. fast-paced, edge of your seat action, new gameplay mechanics, behind the back camera perspective, and hit zone aiming system. That's kind of why I bought the PS2 version, because of Ada's story. Kind of showed like what she's been through. Here's the inside. In the back. I remember I actually played a demo at EB Game, the same store where I got Resident Evil 2 and 3 on the GameCube. They had a demo, and I played, and I remember was like, oh my god, this game's gonna be good. And so I got it for my birthday. And it was a really good game too. And here's just a prologue and your characters. That's the president's daughter, Ashley Graham. And there's Leon. Yeah, he's now like a U.S. agent. He's not a cop anymore, because you know what happened in Raccoon City. Getting to the game, options screen. Your controls. Yeah, one thing I never liked about Resident Evil, like when you aim, you're rooted to the one spot. You can't like just walk and aim, you know. But oh well, it is what it is. Still good. I still enjoy it, of course. Your actions and stuff right here. Game screen. Yeah, throughout the game, you get by these attach case. You get bigger one, and you can hold more of your inventory. It expands your inventory. Yeah. You can like combine items just like in the other games. And the weapons dealer, there's a guy named he's a merchant. Uh, that's how you buy like weapons and upgrades. You know, you can buy healing items, ammo. And what's weird about the saving in this game is it has a typewriter, but no no ink ribbon required. So that's really nice. Got hints, and they got Devil Kings. And then I actually used to own this game, Dark Watch. It was alright. So that is Resident Evil 4. And something just dawned on me. I forgot I do have some more Resident Evil on my shelf. I'll grab it at the end of this video. I knew I'll forget something. But I'm gonna go ahead and go through this collection first, and I'll grab it. It's just right behind me. Up next, and this is actually one of my very first PS2 game ever. Resident Evil Code Veronica X. Again, Capcom, of course, mature. It is greatest hits. Uh, when this first came out on the Dreamcast, it was just called Code Veronica, and I remember I wanted to play it so badly. You know, people at my school were talking about it, and I never owned a Dreamcast, uh, but I remember I wanted the Dreamcast just to play this game, but then I think this came out 2002. I think it originally came out '01, so this came out a year later. I think this has a improved graphics. I'm not for sure. Here's the inside. Yeah, I've actually had this game since ninth grade. I think I just started high school. That's when I got my PS2. So, and this was one of my first PS2 games. Here's your contents. Starting the game. This game was good. It's not the best one I played, but it is good. It's got some annoying voice acting. If you guys play the game, you know what I'm talking about. And this is actually the first game where we see the return of Albert Wesker. And I remember seeing that. I'm like, how is he back? You know, and I just had to play the game. Here are your characters. No offense for those who like this character, but this guy annoyed me. He has an annoying voice. I never cared much about him, but you got Claire and you got Chris. They're sisters, by the way. And of course, you get the item box. That's one thing I forgot to mention. There is no item box in RE4. And if I'm mistaken, this might have been the last game where I believe the item box and the ink ribbon, you know, like the type. I think this was the last game where they used the ink ribbon, if I'm not mistaken. You got Devil May Cry and Devil May Cry 2. I've already did a review on these games. It's on my channel if you guys missed it. And once again, I put the puzzle lantern in the notes. So that is Code Veronica X. Uh, Now you can also get this on the I believe GameCube as well. So now I used to have this on the GameCube, the original copies, but again I sold it. Well, I sold it because I want it on the PS4. Now from here on out, the rest of my games are going to be PS4. So Resident Evil Origins Collection. Now you can get it on the Switch, I think PC, Xbox One. It's got both. You got Resident Evil Zero and Resident Evil the remake in the back. Capcom, mature, blood and gore, intense violence and language, and is celebrating the 20th anniversary. It says two games, two nightmares. Uh, classic survival horror gameplay, remastered 1080p visuals and 5.1 surround sound, and Resident Evil investigate the mansion at the heart of a series of murders and discover the horrors within. Options for original and motorized controls. Play as Albert Wesker in RE0's new Wesker mode. That was not in the GameCube version. It says go back to the beginning of the story and witness the first glimpse of the evil to come in Resident Evil 0. Now, of course, it has no manual, but here's the disc. And also, when I noticed in this one, they added, like, I think, an easy mode. Because I remember the GameCube were a little bit tough. So, yeah. Resident Evil 0 was okay. I mean, it was good, but between the two, I prefer this one much, much better. So, because what's weird about this one, it's what makes this one unique is, see, there's no item box. You just lay your items around, which I think was kind of dumb because sometimes you got to backtrack and get that item back. It was just a hassle. So I'm not for sure why they never add the item box in the original 0. That's Billy. You got Jill and Chris. Um, but yeah, this is a prequel. It takes place before this game, so they're good games. If you never played it, I recommend it. You can also get it on the Switch, I think, as well. So there you have it. And now, a remake of my favorite Resident Evil game, Resident Evil 2. Again, matured by Capcom. Leon and Claire. Claire's a little bit different. She's not wearing her biker uniform, a little bit different, but that's fine. Here's the spine and the back. It says, a rookie cop's first day on the job, a student searching for her missing brother, a city on the verge of collapse. Completely reimagined award-winning horror classic. Play individual campaign as Leon S. Kennedy and Claire Redfield. Explore a stunningly rebuilt Raccoon City infested with terrifying zombies. You have Ada Wong right there. There's Sherry. Again, no manual, but here's the disc. I gotta say, this game is terrifying. I never been scared of zombies until I played this one. It's terrifying, especially when you encounter Mr. X. It's very, very tense. The game did seem hard at first, but the more you play it, it's not so bad. My only disappointment with this game is how two campaigns run parallel. Like you fought the same bosses. I didn't really like that because in the original game, each of these characters had their own set of boss, and that was really cool. But in this one, they fought the same boss. It made no sense to me. But it's very good. It's terrifying. It's dark. It's gritty. It's If you have not played this, you gotta check it out. I think it's not $40, but this game is terrifying. It's scary. Trust me on that. It's terrifying. It's more bloody. It's more darker. You gotta play it. And this came out 2019. And then a year later, just last year, we've got Resident Evil 3. Not surprising. Capcom, once again, mature for blood and gore, intense violence, strong language. Here's the spine and the back. As you can see, Carlo has a new look. Jill looks a little bit different. It says face your fears. Jill Valentine's encounter with an unrelenting nemesis in the survival horror classic remake. Also includes Resident Evil Resistance, a new 4 versus 1 online experience. 4 survivors work together to escape an evil Mastermind's Twisted Experiment. I never played it. I'm not a big online person. Uh, but here's the game. You got Nemesis right there. Uh, it wasn't as scary as the Part 2 remake. It is good. You know, it connects to the Part 2 remake. It was very short. You can actually play it on one go, believe it or not. Now, if you put a lot of hours into it, you'll beat it. Uh, they did remove the choices from the original game. That was disappointing. Uh, yeah, this game didn't get a big score like Part 2 did, but it's still good. I liked it. So if you like Resident Evil 2 Remake, check this out. And then you got Resident Evil 5. Originally came out 2009 for the PS3 and 360, I think PC. Uh, this came out 2016, and it includes Lost in Nightmares, Desperate Escape, 4 new costumes, the Mercenaries United Versus, extra figures, and No Mercy mode. So there you go. There's a cover. Now I used to have this on the PS3 way back. It was I had the gold edition. So yeah, I saw one of my PS3 version because I wanted to upgrade to the PS4. So his is you don't have to face fear alone. Join forces with friends as you control Chris Redfield or Shiva Olimar and fight fear together. Includes all DLC, 2 extra episodes, Lost in Nightmares, and Desperate Escape. All 18 characters join the battle and the Mercenaries United, hordes of enemy and versus and no mercy mode. I forgot to mention the Mercenaries first appeared in original 3 Nemesis on the PS1. Yeah, this is co-op, which I think it's not a good idea because I mean co-op takes away the fear. You know, I mean it does not work in survival horror. So this is where Resident Evil first kind of becomes action. It's got a good story. I did like the story. I enjoyed it. Uh, let's see inside of it. So you know, it's not a bad game. It's my least favorite, but you know, it's good. Chris is back. Yeah, Jill. So yeah, it is fun with the friend. Don't get me wrong, but you know, like I say, it kind of takes away the scare. So, but there you have it, Resident Evil 5, and also for the PS3, I used to have it. Resident Evil 6. This originally came out, I think, 2012. Here's the spine and the back. Includes all map and multiplayer DLC. Again, I don't play multiplayer, but it's there. It says no hope left. The world is in turmoil. The C virus has spread to epidemic proportions. The bioterror threat looks to lead humanity into a chilling end of days. When all the goodbyes have been said and all hope seems lost, one final struggle begins. Featuring 4 unique scenarios and 4 gameplay styles, enter the darkest corners of the world alone or with up to 4 players online. Uh, yeah, but see, like I said, it's co-op. It's like Original Five. This is more action than Original Five, I think. Uh, yeah, this is another game that's my least favorite. It's okay, but it's kind of goofy to me. At least the Chris and Jake scenario. Uh, it says mature, blood and gore, intense violence, nudity, strong language, and suggestive themes. And here's I think I rented this when it first came out, and then later I bought it. So yeah, and I'm not just saying because Leon, my favorite character, but his scenario, at least in the beginning, felt like Resident Evil. But then after that, it just felt like an action game. So Resident Evil 6, uh, I do like the scenario and how they connect. So that's really cool. I mean, that's one thing I do like about this game. But yeah, if you haven't played it, check it out. Who knows? You might like it. I don't know. But that's Resident Evil 6. And then now again, I used to own it for the PS3. Resident Evil Revelations, Capcom Mature. Here's the spine and the back. And this originally came out on a 3DS. I remember seeing it because at the time I didn't have a 3DS. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I want to play this game. But then later they put it on PS3, I think 360, and now it's on PS4, Xbox One. You can get it on Nintendo Switch. And this is actually a really good game. I actually like this. Uh, I feel like it's going more towards Resident Evil and not action like 5 and 6 did. And as you can see, you're Jill, and then you play as Chris. You're on a boat. It's a very good game. I thought it was scary. Not as scary as Resident Evil 2 Remake, but it was pretty creepy. It says, trapped on an abandoned cruise ship, Jill Valentine is wrapped up in an evil plot to unleash the deadly T-Abyss virus upon the world. Unravel the mysteries of the T-Abyss outbreak in campaign mode. Partner up, partner up, and rack up enemy kills in raid mode. Includes all DLC and extra content. Here's a disc. Yeah, I actually enjoyed this one right here. It felt more like a horror game. I mean, there are some that was kind of action, but this is a good game. If you have not played it, check it out. It's a really good game. Yeah, it came out. I think yeah, it came out 2012, and I think the PS3 and the 360 it came out 2014, I think, and I think this one came out 2017. And then we have Resident Evil Revelations 2. Again, I have for the PS3. You can also get it on PC, Switch, Xbox One. So, mature. Here's the spine. And look, Barry Burton. Yes, he's back. We haven't seen this guy since the very first game. And once again, you got Claire. That's Barry's daughter, Moira, I think. And I can't remember this little girl's name. This is good. I like this one too. Between this one and the first Revelations, I think I like the first one a little bit better because it's a little bit more scarier. But this is good too, though. It does, to me, this did have some kind of tense moments. The back it says, Evil is watching. Survival horror returns as the face of Resident Evil past and present meet on an abandoned island facility. Will they be able to survive the madness that awaits them? Bonus content included 2 playable side stories, 4 character costumes, raid mode throwback map pack, raid mode characters Hunk and Albert Wesker. I have not tried that, but it looks like it'd be fun. And let me fix the disc. Here's the disc. So that's Resident Evil Revelations 2. Check it out. Especially if you're a big Barry fan. Yes, you do have the Magnum. Good game. And then, now I borrowed it from my brother when it came out. I remember, I think I was on break from college. And this came out 2017, but I have a different version. Resident Evil 7 Biohazard Gold Edition. And yeah, you can put it in VR. I would like to put it in VR. I haven't done it yet, but I would love to try it out. And that's Evelyn, that's the little girl. There's a spine and the back. It says, Fear comes home. Resident Evil returns at the most innovative and immersive and visceral experience yet. Explore unimaginable horrors to uncover the mysteries behind the abandoned Baker estate. An instant classic, Destructor, 9.5 out of 10. Got 9 out of 10, a remarkable success. Includes Resident Evil 7, Biohazard, and the following add-on content. Banned footage, volume 1 and 2. It's got Bedroom, Nightmare, Ethan Must Die, Daughters, 21, Jack's 55th birthday. And it says not PSVR compatible. And you have a new store DLC called End of Zoe. And then Not a Hero store expansion, downloadable on PlayStation Store for free. Now, End of Zoe, I think it was $14.99, but I had a code for that. I think I got for free. No, it came with it at End of Zoe, so I didn't have to pay $15 for this. So that's really good. Um, there's a disc. You got a little booklet. That is Chris Field, by the way. Uh, yeah, just a cardboard. It's blank. So I don't know if they're putting this game on the PS5 or not. You know, the next gen. But I remember when they first announced this game, when they first started showing the gameplay, I was thinking it'd be like a reboot or something because it was the first person. It was weird. I'm like, that doesn't look like Resident Evil. But I started playing it. Yeah, it is a good game. This is besides Resident Evil 2 remake, this game was scary. And you play as Ethan Winters, and you're looking for your missing wife Mia, and because you got a tip that she's in Louisiana. That's where the game takes place. And then you go to the Baker estate, but something's wrong. But yeah, this was a good game. It scared me. Really made my mouth dry. My hand was sweaty. Very tense. It's got good puzzles. So good game. If you haven't checked it out. So yeah, check it out if you haven't already. And then the most recent one, my last one, came out this year. Resident Evil 8, The Village. This is Chris Redfield. Here's the back. And I mean the spine. I'm sorry, the spine. Now here's the back. And it says, Fear surrounds you. Fight for survival in a village filled with unspeakable horrors, and vicious creatures. And it's blood and gore, intense violence, strong language. This is a region free, it looks like. Here's the disc for the Evil Verse. It's got a code on the back. I don't want to show it to you, but so that's really cool. So yeah, once again, now this takes place after Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. I think like 4 or 5 years later, 3 years later. Once again, you put as Ethan Winters. Uh, this is a cross between like this game is Resident Evil 4 meets Resident Evil 7, and you get this game. That's what it feels like. Uh, Good game, not as scary as 7, but I did enjoy it. If you're a huge RE4 fan, you will love this game. I promise you. It's got a lot of Resident Evil 4 vibes. Okay, it's got that merchant. It's not the same merchant as this big guy. I forgot his name now. Uh, but you get like the inventory. It's just like Resident Evil 4. The cases. You get treasures again, just like Resident Evil 4. So if you love Resident Evil 4 and 7, you will love this game. Very good. And it's also in first person view like 7 is. Now that is it for my games. Now we're going to move on to my movies. It's not a lot. Uh, I didn't buy it separately, but this is all. This is the complete collection. It's all 6 films. Here's the spine and the back. Now I bought this at Walmart. I remember the first movie came out was 2002, I think. And I liked it. I mean, you look back now, the CGI is horrible. But you got I cannot Mila Djokovic. She plays Alice. You got Resident Evil Apocalypse, Resident Evil Extinction, Resident Evil Afterlife, Resident Evil Retribution, and Resident Evil: The Final Chapter. Uh, yeah, 2002. Apocalypse came out 04. Extinction came out 07. Afterlife came out 2010. Retribution came out 2012. And the final chapter came out 2016. And just like the Matrix trilogy, I don't like how the disc is stacked. But this one has Resident Evil Apocalypse. You got Resident Evil Extinction, Resident Evil Afterlife. Resident Evil Retribution. Now, of course, these are all rated R. And then I have Resident Evil: The Final Chapter. These movies were okay. I mean, I only watch it because it's Resident Evil. Um, my favorite one will have to be Apocalypse, only because of Nemesis is in it. So, uh, hey, I got someone talking. Chad, how you doing, buddy? I haven't seen you in a while. Uh, was 3 on PlayStation? Yeah, they are creepy and scary. If you haven't put the remake of Resident Evil 2 and 3, you gotta play it. Resident Evil 2 remake on the PS4, you get on the Xbox One and PC. Now, I still like the PlayStation classics. Uh, you know, for nostalgic purposes. But now Resident Evil 5 and 6 are more action. I mean, if you played it, you know what I'm talking about. But I do like the story. The story's okay, so but I still play it. But yes, they are still creepy. The remake of Resident Evil 2 and 3, especially 2, check that out. It's really really scary. Uh, so yeah, like I was saying, this right here again, they were okay. They're not scary, at least to me. They're not. These are more like action movies to me. So they're okay. But if you're a huge original fan and you never watched this, check it out. It is like $20. They actually Walmart still has this. Uh, yeah, actually they're not a remaster. They're a remake. Like literally Capcom rebuilt from the ground up. Let me see if I can find it for you. Hang on one second. I don't know if you missed it, but here they are. And you can see Nemesis, Jillian Carlos. This one is my personal favorite. Very terrifying, more darker too. But uh, but yes, Chad, check those out. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. They are very terrifying games, and they're not like original 5 or 6. Uh, and I bought this. This came out 2008. Now, if you did not like the live action original movies, you will like this one better. These are CGI. This is Resident Evil Degeneration. You got Leon and Claire. It says includes a look at the upcoming Resident Evil 5 video game and much more. Action packed, a must see for fans of the game. Here's a spine and the back. uh, with almost non-stop action and plenty of crazy moments. Degeneration puts on a classic Resident Evil show. It says a zombie attack brings chaos to Harvardville Airport. Leon S. Kennedy and Claire Redfield, who fought the sinister Umbrella Corporation during the Raccoon City tragedy 7 years ago, are back. In high octane Resident Evil style, they're ready to battle a rogue warrior who is seeking revenge after his family was killed in Raccoon City. The deadly G virus is unleashed and a new mutated monster goes on the rampage. Will Claire and Leon be able to terminate the virus before history repeats itself? Special features, you got a look at the Resident Evil 5 video game, the generation of Degeneration featurette, voice bloopers, which is not funny. I watched it. You got Fox Leon interview, Resident Evil Degeneration trailers, and character profiles. Now, this is a slipcover, but it's the same as you can see. Uh, and here's the back. I mean, the inside, I'm sorry. Here's the disc. So yeah, Resident Evil Degeneration, good watch. Better than the live action movie, I'll tell you that. And then the second one, I think this came out around the time Resident Evil 6. Uh, yeah, 2012. You got Resident Evil Damnation. Once again, you got Leon. This time, Ada's in it. You got Lickers. And I can't remember this guy's name. He's a new character. Here's the spine and the back. It says, when terror crawls, evil is unleashed. United States Special Agent Leon S. Kennedy sneaks into a small Eastern European country to verify rumors that bioorganic weapons, BOWs, are being used in war. Right after his infiltration, the U.S. government orders him to leave immediately. Determined to uncover the truth, Leon ignores the order and enters the battlefield to end the chain of tragedies caused by the BOWs. Special features: the making of Original Damnation, the DNA of Damnation, gag reel, Lost Plagas, Organisms of War featurette. The Lost Plagas, that was in Original 4. If you look closely, they got Tyrant. That's really cool. And the disc. Now, of course, I bought this brand new. This is good. I like this a little bit better than the first one, Degeneration. Now, again, it's all CGI. I think, I don't know if his voice is not saying, but I think it's Matthew Mercer did the voice of Leon. He also did the voice of Leon in Resident Evil 6. So there you go. Resident Evil Damnation. And then last movie, Resident Evil Vendetta. And this came out 2017. Better CGI. Again, you got Leon and Chris is in this one, and Rebecca is back. That's really cool. We haven't seen her since Resident Evil 0 and Resident Evil. Here's the spine in the back. And it says, an imminent danger spreads when the evil seeks vengeance. When a fearless enemy out for revenge unleashes a brutal and deadly new virus, BSAA Captain Chris Redfield enlists the help of Agent Leon S. Kennedy and Professor Rebecca Chambers to bring down the Death Merchant and save New York City. Yeah, this is a really good one. Here's the inside. This was one of the first things I bought when I first started working as a CNA. I bought brand new at Walmart. This is a good movie. If you like the first two, you gotta watch this one. Really cool. The beginning of this movie is cool. It's got that Resident Evil 1 vibe. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. So there you have it. Resident Evil Vendetta. And now we're gonna move on to some books. Now I have not read all the books yet. I read about maybe 3. There are 7 books. And now I just had the original copy, but later on I think they did this whenever Resident Evil the final chapter came out, but they redid the cover. It's the same book, but they redid the cover. Volume 1, The Umbrella Conspiracy. A little dusty, I apologize. I read this book twice. And as you can see on the cover, it's based on the first game. It's by S.D. Perry, based on the best-selling video game from Capcom. Here's the spine and the back. And as you can see, you got other books. It says, enter the world of survival horror when Raccoon City, a remote mountain community, is suddenly besieged by a rash of grisly murders. Bizarre reports start to spread, describing attacks from vicious creatures, some human, some not. At the center of these deaths is a dark, secluded mansion belonging to the mysterious Umbrella Corporation. Led by Albert Wesker, the Special Tactics and Rescue Service stars are deployed to investigate the horror, but what unfolds as the team penetrates the mansion's long locked doors is terror beyond their worst nightmares. An original novel based on the best-selling Resident Evil video game series. Now I know the cover is a remake, but this is based on the original Resident Evil, so don't expect Lisa to be in this one. So yeah, S.T. Perry, very good read. And then you got Vaughn. Now some of these books, it's a fresh new story. Not all of it is based on the game exactly, and this is a good example. This is Volume 2, Calvin Cole. It stars Rebecca. As you can see, it's S.D. Perry. Here's the spine and the back. I read this book once. It says, they knew it wasn't over. After surviving the horror of the Umbrella Corporation's genetic research facility, the remaining members of STARS resolve to battle the evil conspiracy and stop Umbrella's experiments wherever they may be. When rumor comes of another sinister Umbrella experiment, combat medic and biochemist Rebecca Chambers, the sole survivor of Rival Team, joins a new STARS strike force. Hidden beneath the rugged cliffs of Cabin Cove, Maine. Someone is building an army of the undead. Now, stars must battle more unspeakable horrors and stop a madman from unleashing the biohazard upon the world. So there you have it. Uh, it's not like much to see. You have it, Volume 2, Cabin Cove. Now, I have not read this one yet, but I want to. Volume 3, City of the Dead. Now, I think this one's based on Resident Evil 2. Again, S.D. Perry. Here's the spine and the back. It says, bring on the night. Leon S. Cady, a rookie cop on a new assignment, and Claire Redfield, sister of the missing STARS member Chris Redfield, arrive at Raccoon City to discover Necropolis, a botched attempt by the Umbrella Corporation to retrieve a devastating mutagenic weapon has resulted in a horrifying viral outbreak, transforming the city's population into the living dead, and all of them are hungry. Claire and Leon have one chance to save themselves, get to Raccoon City Police Headquarters and find a means of escape. But others have sought refuge in the police precinct, and not all of them are on the same side. So this is the one I really want to read because I love Resident Evil 2. So there you have it, Sea of the Dead. Uh, Again, I never read this one. Volume 4, Underworld. You got Leon and Claire on the cover. Once again, S.D. Perry. Here's the spine In the back, it says Fresh Hell. Despite its vast power, the sinister Umbrella Corporation has begun to lose control of its hidden research facilities. Three labs have already been destroyed by Rogue Star's former members of the paramilitary response unit Umbrella helped create. Beneath the deserts of the American Southwest, one of the corporation's most elaborate facilities is about to go online. Somewhere inside may also be the key to stopping Umbrella once and for all. If Leon S. Kennedy, Claire Redfield, Rebecca Chambers, okay, that's cool. I know she was in this one, and their friends can get past the strike team of corrupt stars and survive the genetically engineered horrors awaiting them below the sun-scorched earth. So, yeah. Volume 5, Nemesis. As you can already tell, this is based on original 3. Again, I've not read this, but I want to. I'll probably start reading this pretty soon, to be honest. I've been meaning to read these books, but I kept putting it off. So there you have it, Nemesis. And the back, it says, it's in your blood. Zombies, mutant animals, bioengineered weapons, and surgically enhanced monsters. After all she's been through, Jill Valentine is ready to leave Raccoon City forever. But the Umbrella Corporation isn't going anywhere yet. Evidence Evidence of their insidious genetic experiment still exists, and it must be recovered or destroyed before it can be traced back to the Sensor Corporation. As the mutagenic virus spreads through the city, mercenary teams sweep in along with something else, a lethal creature code named Nemesis. Nemesis is on the hunt, and Jill Valentine is about to become its prey. So there you have it, Volume 5, Nemesis. And then you got Resident Evil Volume 6, Code Veronica, Claire Redfield, S.D. Perry. Another book I haven't read, but I want to read this one as well. Here's a spine in the back. It says, Everything They Feared and More. Claire Redfield's desperate search for her missing brother leads her to a remote island where a mad genius has unleashed every grotesque creature at his disposal to stop her from interfering with his horrific agenda. Catapulted to the bottom of the world, Claire is at last reunited with the man she came to find. Chris Redfield has been fighting a one-man war against Umbrella's most terrifying creation, and is now on a collision course with the man who betrayed Star in Raccoon City, a man who should be dead. So there you have it. Resident Evil Volume 6, Code Veronica. And then last, and I did read this one, Resident Evil Volume 7, Zero Hour. Yes, it's based on Resident Evil Zero, so this will be a prequel to the first Resident Evil. S.D. Perry once again. It's fine. And you got Billy and Rebecca there. And here's a back. It says, Before the mansion, before the disaster, evil is born. It says here, sent to investigate a series of grisly murders in Raccoon City, Star's Bravo team scrambles into action. On the way to the scene, their helicopter crashes. Although Arrow survives, what they discover next is gruesome an overturned military transport truck riddled with corpses, and that's only the beginning of their nightmare. Bravo team is about to discover that evil is growing all around them, and rookie member Rebecca Chambers is beginning to wonder what she's got herself into. So, there you have it. If you like Original Zero, here's the book version, Zero Hour. Very good read. Uh, Before I continue on, then this next part is my collectibles, but let me get some of the books off the shelf. I do apologize. Give me 1 minute, guys. Hang on 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, guys. Hey, sorry about that. Uh, yes, I do have Resident Evil Remake Strategy Guide as well. And this also came with a poster, but again, I lost it. So here's the back. And there's a poster. $14.99. I bought this at Hastings. So you got your contents. And there's the yard, the giant snake. Yeah, I don't know how long I've had this strategy guide. I do have a Resident Evil 3 strategy guide, but I can't find it at the moment. It may be in my closet. And there's the black tiger spider. So yeah, really cool. I used to have the strategy guide of the original. Well, it was Resident Evil Director's Cut. So anyway, I just kind of want to show you guys that. Very cool. And then I've got, and these are kind of rare now. I think they're a lot of money. I've got Umbrella, Resident Evil Archives, Biohazard Archives, and it says from 1960 to 1998. Because if you guys are familiar with the Resident Evil lore, you know, from Resident Evil 0 to Resident Evil Code Veronica, that all takes place in 98. So, uh, some of these pages ripped out, but I super glued it back. So, it's a very, I gotta be careful, but it basically has the characters, monsters, the story. And this covers Resident Evil, Resident Evil 2, 3, and Code Veronica. Like, it's got like diagrams in the story. Very, very cool. You know, here's Resident Evil 3. And the back is really nice. It's got like a, here are like the characters. It's got monsters. A liquor, my favorite monster right there. Yeah, this is a very, very neat book. This is a must-have for all Resident Evil fans. And you have the item list, like keys and ammo and whatnot. And you have like character design, like artwork. Some more stuff. Yeah, very nice. And it's got like the history of like the Ashford family, the T virus, Umbrella, the Mansion incident, uh, the G virus, Albert. Well, I think it had the Albert Wesker files, but I can't remember. So that's Medieval Archive. This is like volume one. And then volume two, you got the little the lost Illuminados, whatever from Medieval Four. It's and it says Medieval Archives two on top, right there. And this is from 2002 to 2009. Uh, here's the spine and the back. And the price is $30. It says nothing is over. Once again, the world's attention has been drawn to horrific experiments of the Umbrella Corporation. More proof has surfaced that linked one of the world's top companies to disturbing event, biological experimentation, and secret testing on humans and animals. Additional data has been discovered that expand the investigation into the Umbrella Corporation. It is feared that perhaps this is just the beginning, that somewhere in this archival data is an answer. Regardless, the truth can be revealed in the victim stories told. And of course, Capcom did these books. Uh, this covers Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 5, uh, Umbrella Chronicles, Dark Side Chronicles, and Resident Evil Degeneration. That's CGI movie. So yeah, I didn't really go through a whole lot. Uh, then you got trying to find like here's Resident Evil 4, and that's one thing I forgot to mention. Uh, I did play Umbrella Chronicles and Dark Side Chronicles. If you're not familiar with those games, those are rail shooters. They first came out on the Wii, but I don't have the Wii. But then later they released it on the PS3, which is I think it was I forgot what year it came out, but they in Japan they have a physical copy, but the digital it's in the West. So I was kind of disappointed that we don't get a physical copy. But I got it on my PS3. I did play it. I beaten it. They're good games. Uh, I liked them. Here's Resident Evil 5. And just like the first book, you got characters. Uh, here's Albert Wesker. You got here are the figures you can collect in Resident Evil 5. That's really cool. and the like artwork. So yeah, it's very nice to have this. I mean, yeah, here's Umbrella Chronicles. Very nice to have this, but right now they are hard to get. So unless you're going to spend like hundreds of dollars, I mean that's up to you. Uh, Sadly, they haven't made a volume three. I wish they would continue to make these because these are really cool stuff to have. So anyway, yeah, very cool stuff. A lot of information. If you're new to the series, these books will help you. Very nice. So, all right. Yeah, I knew this could be a long video. I do apologize, guys. We're almost done now. It's just a little collectible. It's not a lot. Uh, I'll start with the Fungo Pop. I got three of them. I got Nemesis, got his rocket launcher. Love the detail in this. Very nice. Some of the head moves, sort of. And I got Leon from Resident Evil 4, the brown coat and the shotgun. I don't know if it's yeah, his head moves really good. So I had a little detail on the holster there. That's really cool. So very cool. And then the liquor from Resident Evil 2. Underneath it. Well, the little spine there, that's really cool. One of my favorite enemies in the game. Very cool. And then what's really cool, I don't know when I start collecting these, but these are very, very cool. I think you can still buy them. I can't find the site. I can't remember the site, but you can get it on Amazon, I think, and maybe eBay. Uh, let's see here. I have these viruses, and this is T virus A plus antivirus. Got the umbrella logo. Very nice. I love these things. These are really cool. So there you have it. And this is T virus isolated Nemesis enhancing. I think this is what made Nemesis, of course. Same thing, same logo. It's orange. Very nice. And the actual T virus, it's blue. Again, you have the logo. I'm sorry for the blurriness and the lighting, but this is T virus. And G virus. This is what turned William Burke into that one-eyed monster, and it's purple. It's hard to tell, but it's actually purple, which is really neat because in the actual game, the G part is purple. You know when you get it. So from Resident Evil 2, very nice. And then this is unique. Ouroboros, I think I pronounce it, from Resident Evil 5. And look, that oily black stuff from Resident Evil 5, that's what it is. I don't know what it is in real life, but it looks really cool. But that is Europe. This is what Albert Wesker tried to spread throughout the world. So very cool. And this is T Veronica progenitor variant from the Kovaraka game. And this is yellow. Very nice. These are like $25. Now sometimes you can get it in a pack if you're lucky. But yeah. And this is Type 1 Plagas from Resident Evil 4. And if you look, it's got these little black things in it. Do you see it? Yeah, for some reason it's only the half bottom. I don't know if it's supposed to do that, but it's more like a brownish color. So that's T Plagas from Resident Evil 4 that Leon had to deal with. That almost got him and Apprentice Dar killed. And the last file, and this is a little bit skinnier. I don't know if he ran out or what, but it's skinnier, a little bit taller. This is the C virus from Resident Evil 6, and it's orange. I don't know if you can see it. C virus. But yeah. Yeah, let me compare it. So yeah, it's a little bit taller. But I think it's the same guy though who makes this. And then one more thing. This is the last of it. Resident Evil T virus antidote energy drink. It is not even opened. It's still good. It's not outdated or anything, I don't think. But anyway, it's got the Umbrella Corporation logo. Boston American Core, I guess they made it. 2018. I bought two of these so that I can try it. I actually tried it at work. It's good. It tasted like I don't know, cherry, like a sour cherry. 41 card. That's a lot. Uh, I got this at Game Exchange, a video game store. I don't know if you get anywhere else. I doubt Walmart carries it, but if you have Game Exchange, they have it. So, and there's no other flavor. This is the only one they have. But yeah, I didn't even open it. It's still sealed. Calories 160. There's your nutrition facts. You guys want to look at it. So what's very interesting, the font they use for the Resident Evil, it looks like Resident Evil 2 font, the original. To me, it does. But yeah, T virus antidote. Because I had to work morning shift and I had one of these. So very cool, collectible. I like the little syringe needle, the number. That's really cool. So yeah, if you haven't tried it, try it. It's really good. But anyway, guys, that's it. That is my Resident Evil collection. I know it's over an hour. If you guys stuck through it, I appreciate it. Um, Tomorrow, the next 2 days, it won't be this early. I'll do my video sometime after 2 because I am working tomorrow morning and Sunday morning. But I'll do the video after I get off work. Tomorrow, I'm just going to give you a heads up. So, yeah, so it'll be sometime after 2. So, kind of give you a heads up on that. Tomorrow, I'm going to do my Silent Hill collection. And then Sunday, I'm doing It's a Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown. Yes, I'll be doing that. So stay tuned for that. So thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. I had fun doing this. I've been wanting to do this for a very long time. Like I said, I'm a huge Resident Evil fan. Uh, what is y'all's favorite Resident Evil game or movie? Let me know down in the comments below. If you have any collection, make a video or make a list. I want to hear from you guys. And Chad, thanks for stopping by, buddy. I haven't seen you in a while. I was wondering where you were. So thanks for coming by, Chad. I appreciate you, buddy. Uh, so that is it for today. I am going to go into the kitchen now and make me a Jill sandwich. So I'll see you guys later. Have a great weekend. Bye.